I'm starting my day today cutting down a chicken bake box into the following pieces. So we have two pieces that are 6 5/8 by 5 inches. These two here. And then we have two pieces that are 6 5/8 by 2 7/8. This one here and this one here. And then we have a piece that is 6 5/8 by 1 3/4. And then we have this sixth piece, which is 6 5/8 by 3 1/4. This is how you will lay them out on the paper of your choice. I have them numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 6 comes into play later. So this is what it will look like once you have it wrapped in paper of your choice. Again, you have piece 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 6 comes into play later. For the hidden hinge binding, you will need a piece of cardstock or paper of your choice that is 12 inches long and 6 1/4 inches wide. 12 inches long and 6 1/4 inches this way. Yeah, that's it. And then this is the measurements for the score marks that you will need to make to have your 8 pages in this book. So you will put the hidden hinge system on the first two pieces of the book, the 6 5/8 by 5 and the 6 5/8 by 2 7/8. So in between these two pieces on the 6 by 5/8 and 2 7/8 is where you will stick your hinge. For the next step, you will need about 16 envelopes, and the measurements for the envelopes are just over 4 1/4 wide and about 6 1/4 in length. You'll need about 16 of them. The color doesn't matter. You choose your own color because you'll be covering them anyway. For this next step, you're going to take your envelope and you're going to seal the envelope so it does not connect to this piece. So you want to make sure you seal it from the very top. It doesn't matter if you have envelopes like this or if you have envelopes that form a triangle, as long as you seal it to where it can still be opened. So, and then what you're going to do once you do that, you're going to cut off just a sliver on each of the long sides of the envelope. Just enough to make it open. And then you will have your pocket page like this. Okay, so for this next part, you're going to be making the fold that goes into the sleeve, into the pocket page. So it will be going in like this. And for me, because I have the envelopes that have the flat base, I'm going to end up using a circle punch to give it a thumb hole so you know it's a pocket. So what you're going to do with this one is you're going to open it up so the flap is open. This is why you're going to need so many envelopes. And for me, I'm going to cut it off right where this piece is, because that's where 3 5/8 is. So you'll be cutting it at 3 5/8, just like that. So you have this, and then you're going to grab your scoreboard. If I can find my scoreboard, I'll use the mini one. This is the only one I can seem to find since I moved. And you're going to score at 3 1/4 on the open side. Okay, let me clarify that. You're going to want to score on the open part of the envelope at 3 1/4. Okay, and then you're going to miter your corners. And then this piece here, you're going to cut off this top piece here, leaving the bottom piece there so you can then tuck it in on your pocket page. Also, while you're here on this part of this video, you're going to want to glue down the corners of your envelopes from where you cut the sleeves off. That way it strengthens up your pages. Okay, now the next step is, because you don't want to attach your pages to your bookbinding until you decorate them. If you're using, you know, flat envelopes like I am, without the triangles. So the next thing you're going to do, once you have everything cut and you have your pocket page and you have your page that attaches to the binding that goes all the way through, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to pick out your decorative pieces of paper and you're going to attach your paper to the pages on both sides. Okay, and then you're going to, obviously you're going to glue those down, and then you're going to attach this one to this one by sticking it inside the pocket page. And then once you have, if you're using them like I am, if you're using the ones that are, let me grab one, that are flat like this, that don't have the triangle, you're going to then want to use a circle punch to give it a thumb hole after you put your decorative paper on the page. That way you know, that way your pocket is visible basically. Hopefully that makes sense. Moving on to the next.